I have enough trouble with fucking white people. I don't need aliens here too.
I've seen Soul Train. Wasn't it Montel Williams that hosted it?
Oh, fuck. That's not cool.
They were like, "Hey, Rucker, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey guys, first time, long time."
I'm sorry.
I forgot.
Yeah, just wishing y'all a happy weekend, and yeah.
She's rubbing her tits at this point. Okay. And I keep trying to say, okay, let's talk about, what kind of fish do you like to catch?
That's awkward, yeah.
I don't think everybody's tuning in to look at us. We're gonna need a girl.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, Sheena, goddammit, you're so hostile. You were of the first.
And Tattoo China.
China dog.
God damn it.
Montreal and Kansas City, broadcasting on Twitch TV. You're listening to the 80 Proof Podcast with Chris Rucker, J-Bomb, and Ad Meyer. So grab a drink. We're live.
We are live. I sound and feel like shit because my allergies are kicking my ass for episode 18 here on patreon.com. I'm Rucker, it's J-Bomb and Admire. This is all y'all get from me tonight. I had a hell of a day and feeling under the weather. So we're about to fucking Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan flu game this thing. Y'all about to carry me to the finish line. I'm Michael Jordan, by the way. Y'all are Scottie Pippen.
Can I be the nerdy white guy who played
Sure.
the Bulls?
Yeah, you could be Luke Longley.
There we go.
You're too short to be Luke Longley. You're more John Paxson from that era.
Fair enough.
Who was Steve Nash? Good old Canadian boy.
He didn't play for the Bulls.
Whatever.
Jay.
He played basketball.
Played a little round ball.
You know, when I lived in California, my mom worked at Santa Clara University in the bookstore. And I had a bunch of Steve Nash shit when he was in college, like before he was famous. And I remember him being a really big deal. But I didn't know he was as good as he was. I just thought, it's a little white dude. Of course everybody's on his nuts.
Was he that good?
2-time NBA MVP when Kobe should have won it.
Well, that Canadian in him, you know?
It's the thing, like, if a white guy's really good in the NBA, he automatically gets way more props than he probably deserves.
Because white men can't jump.
Well, no, that's not true. Didn't a white dude win? Didn't Rick Barry's kid win the fucking slam dunk contest?
I don't know shit about basketball, man.
Yeah, Brent Barry or some shit like that. There's a white dude who won a slam dunk contest in like 98, 99, some shit like that. Before Vince Carter and in between Michael Jordan. Some white dude won it. But again, he didn't do anything spectacular. He just dunked. And they were like, oh shit, he's white. Give him the trophy.
Jesus. Oh, yeah. So you're not feeling well, eh? Sinus is
Not
getting
at
the
all.
better of you. I feel like shit today, too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much to celebrate. That's for sure.
Let's get into it. Let's fucking unpack that shit. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
Cough syrup. It's supposed to make me feel better.
Oh, that's the right kind of cough syrup.
Fireball.
Oh shit! I dropped something. Anyways, long story short,
Dropped his dick.
so it was my third meeting with these guys. We go in, and they, got to chatting, all that kind of crap. And basically, what it came down to was the final offer was my exact same salary, with the opportunity now to earn the same bonus I got last year.
So it was equal.
Yeah,
Nothing. It's nothing.
It's actually harder to make my bonus because my bonus will now be based on somebody else's performance that works at a different company that doesn't report to me.
Did you double down and say fuck you?
I actually did double down. About 15, 20 minutes after the call, I resent another request. Which basically what he did was goes, you're getting 4 quarters. Or sorry, no. You're getting $1. I'll give you the opportunity to earn 4 quarters. One at a time. And long story short, I rewrote my whole thing out and basically came to exactly what I was asking, just with a different structure. So I kind of 4-quartered to $1 him back. And he didn't say no right away from the second email. He goes, okay, can you put it into this Excel file for me? So I was like, okay. So I put it in the Excel file today and sent it back to him. My guess is he's going to come back and say no. But yeah, it was like the weirdest thing because I was like, I'm looking at it and I'm going, this is less. And he goes, no, I know, we understand. And I said, but why even have these meetings if the meetings were, to talk about salary and what we talked about at the end of last year? And they were like, yeah, we changed it because you said that you wanted to have something that was based more on what you do. So we changed your bonus structure to be based on your performance with this other part of the business that I've been taking care of. I go, well, what about my bonus structure that was already there? Is this on top of that? And they were like, no, it'll replace that. So I said, am I not responsible for those other things anymore? And they go, no, you're still responsible for those. You're just not going to earn any bonus from them anymore.
So are you in the market?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what to say. And even the HR guy was almost like, had to explain to the guy explaining it to me. Because he's like, oh, you seem frustrated with this. And then the HR guy's like, well, I understand why he would be. I mean, he was almost like, are you sure that's what you're saying to him? So I don't know if maybe the guy like kerfuffled and didn't offer me what he thought he was offering me. But I said, I'm running it out and I'm going, well, I have the potential to make like $6,000 or $7,000 less than I did last year. And he was like,
Potential.
To make less, yeah, potential.
Right.
And he's like, basically, he's like, well, you have to put yourself in our position. We bought the company. We just invested millions of dollars. And, we weren't expecting any increases in salary.
That's not your fault that they just bought the company.
I was like, all right, okay, that's fine. So I went with my gut and I just told him, okay, well, I'll just go back to my position where I was just, focused on manufacturing and I'll take care of those responsibilities. And I'll let my boss know that he'll have to fill this position. And he was like, what are you talking about, fill this position? So this guy had forgotten everything that we talked about the last time, about all the new stuff that I was doing. And he pulled out like the hierarchy of the company with everybody's titles and their outputs and who reports to who and all that. And he goes, is this not correct? And I said, well, it's correct as far as it goes for who reports to me, but my outputs aren't written there. He's like, well, don't you just manage people? And I'm sitting there going like, no, like I'm a parts guy. I take care of inventory. I take care of purchasing. And he goes, well, what does so-and-so do? And I go, well, that guy works in New Jersey at a different company. He does that for them. So he wasn't even aware who worked at what company. So I'm fucked. I'm totally fucked. Unless they just blindly say like, okay, to shut me up, I'm pretty fucked here.
Do they have
It
you
sounds
confused
like-
with like another worker, or is there like another Jason there that like
No,
they don't like?
no, not at all.
To me, it sounds like the people that sold the company before this kind of left you out to dry.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, what had happened was the guy that was supposed to be our contact, who was going to be like our new, like, replace our owner, let's say. He's from France as well, but he was in the States for about 15 years. So he understands, the North American way of working. It's really different in France. In France, they don't really focus so much on profits. They focus on market share more. So, and the guy that was supposed to be our boss, he was replaced by this guy. And this guy here is a CFO. So he's a bean counter who wanted to end off his career by rounding out his skills to try to work in business. And so he's got like a bean counter's mentality. He's just looking on paper going like, well, I don't understand. He's like, how can you make more money than somebody else? And I'm like, well, I bring in more money. Like I have commission incentives, right? And he's like, okay, well, what kind of commission incentives are you looking at? And I was like, no, commission, there's no ceiling to it. Like if I make $1 million in commissions, that's because I made you 7. And he was like confused by that. He's like, yeah, but if your commissions are too high, then you're making too much of a salary. You can't make that much of a salary. I go, okay, well, I guess I'll just sell 30 and stop. What do you want me to do here? So it was.
Does this person that bought this company that's running this not actually know what he's doing?
Well, like I said, he was the CFO of the company that purchased us. The guy that I've been dealing with, who went through the whole buyout, who was supposed to be our guy, was our guy for the first 3 months, and then he got replaced by this guy. The guy warned me. He's like, you got to be extremely unaggressive and really be subtle with everything, because these guys in France, that's how they operate. And I really was like not aggressive, and he thought I was being quite aggressive. I was like, I don't understand, but you're offering me less money. So I mean, what am I led to believe here? Like from what you're offering me, which is 0, right? That's the negotiation. You asked me what I wanted. I told you. You came back with 0. It's telling me to no longer focus on those things. And the only spot that I could make my money that has a commission basis has nothing to do with what you guys just bought. Because it's there's 2 brands that we sell. One is what they really want to focus on. The other one kind of keeps the lights on. And the one that keeps the lights on is where I make my commission. So I was asking to make commission also on the business. So if I'm focusing on all this, I wanted some incentive to stop focusing on the thing that made me personal money. So I don't think they understand the business, and my gut says they don't want the business. It's a complicated thing. They bought 3 companies. I think they want 2 out of the 3. They don't want this 3rd one. But they had to buy the 3rd one to get the deal done. And I work at the 3rd one. So I think I'm fucked, boys.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's time to get on Indeed.com and start fucking putting that resume. I mean, your resume's got to be good. You've been there 15 years, basically running a company.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's good. I can't tell. I'm so far removed from what's going on in society outside those 4 walls, man.
I mean, we've been talking about it for the longest on here. Like, I imagine it's the same in Canada. Like, people are hiring.
Yeah, people
are giving away really good jobs right now. Like,
It's a
like I
worker's
said, I had
market, man.
Yeah, like I said, I had a job offer to make a little bit more than what I'm making now for a company, a really big company. I didn't even take a drug test. I didn't take the driver's test. I declined taking the road test for them to drive for them and they still sent me an email offering me the fucking job.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So-
nice. You're like, I don't even have a license. They're like, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I mean, I have all that, but like before, I was just like, I emailed the lady back. I don't think you were on the show when I was talking about this, Jay. I said, I don't think this place is a good fit for me right now. And she says, why? What happened during the interview? And I didn't want to like snitch on anybody, but like the interview sucked. The guy that interviewed me was trash.
Mhm.
He wasn't very personable. He wasn't very like he never introduced himself to me.
Oh, wow.
We did an interview for 45 minutes. I don't know the guy's fucking name. His office was a fucking mess. Like he was the guy in charge of bringing other people in. So I thought, well, maybe this ain't the company for me. It's a little bit of a pay raise, but it's also me having to learn a completely different structure of work
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
for
big
a
change.
pay
man.
raise that, it's only no, it's a good amount of money, but they couldn't guarantee me that either. Like I was asking them up front, like, okay, you're telling me what the ceiling of how much I can make when I start is. What's the floor? And he
Mhm.
couldn't tell me the floor. So I'm thinking if the floor is not more than what I'm making now, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can't tell me that, then fuck it. So I declined and I politely told the lady, like, maybe in the future I'll come back. Like, I didn't want to burn any bridges because you never know. Like, I might need that company down the road. But told her I wasn't interested in the road test, blah, blah, blah. And fucking 2 weeks later, she texted me and she's like, we've got some great news. You might want to open your email. And I open my email and there's a fucking offer letter for the job in there. I'm like, how do you offer me the job? You don't even know if I can fucking drive or not. Like, no background check, no drug test, none of that shit. You just offer me the job. So again, I declined politely and emailed her again. But I said all that to say this. You're not as bad off now to go find another job as you would have been 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Even 2 years ago. Is it going to be the same thing you're doing now? No, maybe not. Are you going to be able to fucking dress like a goddamn hobo? Maybe not. I saw that video today where I was yelling at you about how you were dressing. What a great episode that was. What a great episode.
I
that was.
lasted a week of dressing better.
I know. You
Yeah.
posted in Discord one time of you dressing good.
Yeah.
But you may have to get your hands dirty, but you want to make the money you're making now, you probably can.
Or everybody's gone to work at home. You might land a fucking work at home job.
Well, I was thinking that too. I'm sitting there going like, okay, if I don't have to drive into work and I could have better, work-life balance, what's that worth to me too? So
I mean, if if you take an economics class, like I'm not even bragging, like I'm the smartest guy in the world, but I remember in economics class, like all of that counted, right? They used to always tell us when you take a job, don't just count the salary, count the wear and tear on your car, how much you're spending on gas, the oil changes per year, the tires, and all that shit. You take all that into account. Yeah, I might be willing to take $10,000 less a year to work
Yeah.
at home
oh yeah.
and to not have to get out and frustration in traffic, the fucking coming and going, all that shit adds up on your life. Also, like, yeah, you may not save much money, but you'll save quality of life. You can get up, fucking work out in the morning, and not have to worry about leaving. You can get up, work out, sit down on the computer like Admire does, rub one out, and then clock in.
Oh yeah. I had 3 months of it. Those random like don't have to hide in the bathroom jerk offs. Pretty good.
They're best.
Pretty good. And honestly, like waking up when you work from home, Admire, how nice is that, eh? It's a good way to start your day.
Dude, I'm supposed to start at 7:30. My alarm goes off at 7:30. I get on my Microsoft Teams, tell my team good morning. Everybody thinks I'm there working.
Yeah.
I snooze for another 20.
Oh,
Get up, brush my teeth, put a shirt on. I'm at my first meeting by 8:00. They think I've been working for a half hour already.
nice.
I mean,
You getting laid while you work from home, Admire?
it's happened before.
Yeah.
When Andre's in town, right?
Yeah.
Andre's in town now.
Isn't he in town now? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where is
Everybody's here right now.
he? Oh yeah.
How many people you got at your house right now? 5?
Well, 3, 4, counting my daughter.
Nice.
Counting you?
No. Tara's
So
here. Mindy's here. Andre's here.
who's Mindy?
Who's Mindy?
one of the girls that went to Limp Bizkit with us. One of the girls that I ride with.
Oh, she's there hooking up with Andre.
No, we're all just friends. She brought me some motorcycle parts.
That's
So
what
it's
we're
just
calling.
a big. So you're gonna put your daughter in the cage and it's gonna turn into a big orgy after the show's over,
Big old fucking gangbang.
Yeah, buddy.
and you're getting banged.
Got to try out this bottom thing.
I will say this to end the story. The three big guys we talked today, and we were kind of testing the waters with my interview with these guys, and to get a really good idea of if they're actually looking to grow the business or not, or if they're just looking for like kind of just ride it out until it kind of dies off. And we all kind of came to the conclusion that that's what they're probably doing. So at least the three of us have agreed. The guy from New Jersey is coming in next week as well. We're gonna contract. So we're gonna draw our limits and say, you know, we're not exceeding this work, like this amount of work. So, you know,
Oh wow,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. The three guys that
I
run
also
the show.
like that. I like that honeycomb design you got back there.
This thing?
Yeah.
Those are lights.
No, they're not lights actually. They're I have a few of them. They're super cheap, man.
The ones we have here are lights.
I know somebody that just put a backsplash in like that and it looks fucking good.
There's lights you can buy like that, but I don't like the cable, so I just shine my light on them so they look lit. But they're just like stickers on the back, and they're
It's
acoustic
so lit,
panels.
man.
Acoustic panels.
Why you only got like a little bit of spot there?
Because I made it like a little design, so it looks cool.
I'm sorry, I'm like ADD. I understand you're in the middle of a story.
Oh,
Go
that's
ahead, I'm
good,
gonna
that's
mute
good.
myself.
No. Anyway, so because that was a lot of the thing. We were pushing each other really hard. That's why I've been working like crazy. Is that we've been pushing each other so hard because we're trying to make it, you know, like they couldn't say no to us growing the business because we're trying to get a new building built. So we need another like $2 million. So we wanted to make it like they couldn't say no. Like look how many deals we have. Look how many fucking orders we have. We need the room, and we've kind of agreed, the three of us, to go. Let's pump our brakes. Let's do what we could actually do. They're not going to give us the building. Let's go back to what we were doing before and just sustain what we had. No one's going to be making any more fucking money, so why kill ourselves? So that's where we're at.
There you go.
So we'll see how that lasts. I'll be pissed off in a week again. I was so pissed off I fucking didn't go to work today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
They drunk?
Well, last night I went to my buddy's house. I came home. I drank myself to sleep. And I couldn't fucking sleep, man. Well, I couldn't. I was up till like 4:30, and then this morning my alarm went off, and I just said, "Fuck it."
That'll leave a nice impression on them.
Well, they're not there. They don't know. They have no idea. I mean, I worked from home. I didn't not do anything. I just worked from home. But
How many times you
Can you
jerk
hear me,
off today?
by the way, right now? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just switched my audio around.
Only a one-time jerk.
One and done.
Yeah. My wife had to go to the grocery store, so you know what happens when the wife leaves the house. What's a guy to do? Yeah.
That's good, man. I'm excited for you to see. I mean, I know it's frustrating now, but brighter things ahead, maybe, you know? Or then again, who knows? Maybe Jay will start his own OnlyFans.
Well, it's just nice knowing that, like, to hear it out of the mouth of the other guys going, yeah, okay, let's take a step back then. Knowing that I'm not the only one who's feeling that, I'm like, okay, well, at least I don't, like, if I only have to work the hours I have to work and put in the effort that I've always put in and not what I've been doing the last year or so, I'm pretty well compensated for it. It's not like I'm not. So I could ride it out and not take it so seriously, you know? I mean, I've never worked for a corporation. This is crazy. I can't understand how they operate when they're like, they don't want to make money. They don't care about profits. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like,
That's the whole point of a business.
yeah, but they don't see it that way. They're like, okay, well, we'll touch back on that in 2024. And I'm like, 2024? It's 2022, man. Like, I'm going to be so far past
Yay.
this. I'm going to be so far past this in 24. I'm not even be thinking about this shit anymore, man. So anyways, yeah. That's it.
Well, I hope everything works out.
Thanks, Duke. EJ said he'll be the first to sign up for Jay's OnlyFans.
Jay's gonna walk into the office and be like, hold on, I fucked that up. Jay's gonna walk into the office and be like,
You didn't have what I needed. Fuck you.
Nice drop.
it
So
would have worked better the first time.
somebody won $70 million in Quebec Wednesday morning.
It's like $18.30 here.
Honestly, we're getting pretty close.
Congrats.
Yeah.
You can buy a half a tank of gas.
And I really thought it was me, man. I was like, oh, this is the day that they're going to tell me no, and then I'm going to have $70 million, and I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to show them my cock on video and walk out. That's
I mean,
what
you know,
would've done.
wouldn't like all your troubles go away if you just woke up and like had $1 million tax free?
Yes.
That's half of what I need to retire.
Well, hold on.
If I just,
Your current problems would be gone. Then you would then have new problems. You always have problems, right?
I don't want to hear that shit. You
But
know,
it's-
if there's one thing I can't stand, it's a motherfucker to tell me if you've got too much money, you're gonna struggle. Like you just don't know the problems that having a lot of money.
No, that's not
would
what I
have.
mean.
You know what? You're right. I don't know how the problems will work out, and I'd love to fucking figure it out. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I'd love to see what it's like to have $1 million problems.
No, I mean, you're not going to have financial stresses and all that kind of shit, but you're going to have still like, relationships and all that other kind of shit issues.
I think
I'd
everything
still-
works. I think everything works itself out when you don't have to worry about money.
I've never seen a picture of Jeff Bezos pissed off. Elon Musk.
Motherfucker,
Elon
motherfucker
Musk
just
seemed
gave
pretty
up
happy.
$2 billion. Motherfucker just gave up $2 billion in that settlement. Every time I see the nigga on Instagram, cheesing like a motherfucker, partying.
That guy
You
stuffs
know?
his pants for sure, though.
Right.
Has
You
anybody
got
else
fucking-
noticed Jeff Bezos has a huge cock?
You know how much money you got to have be walking around with champagne bottles with sparklers coming out the side of him every fucking time you're on Instagram. He's got that shit.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry, you ain't never seen Tyler Perry upset.
Dan,
Nigga tried to buy. He tried to buy Netflix.
Dan
Netflix ain't
Bilzerian's
even for
life
sale.
looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. Yeah, no,
you know how
I
much?
know.
You know how much money you gotta have to buy some shit that ain't for sale, Jay? This,
Well
this
said.
nigga walked into Netflix. And they was having a meeting. He was like, "So how much?" They was like, "For what?" He was like, "For all this." Like, what are you talking about? This ain't for sale. He's like, "I ain't asked if it was for sale. How much?" That's how much money you have, and you just start doing stupid shit like I don't know, going to Mars, going to outer space. You just start
Start making up shit to
random.
do.
Yeah, you just start sending random motherfuckers to outer space because you got that much fucking money.
Fuck.
So fucking bored.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I tell you what you should do, Jay. Take about 10K of your fucking savings and get you a bunch of Tesla stock.
Yeah.
They
Savings.
just split 20. They just split 20-1 the other day.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, I thought it was Amazon that split. Tesla split?
I'm sorry, it was Amazon.
Yeah,
You're right,
okay,
it was
yeah.
Amazon. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that's Jeff Bezos. I got the wrong billion. My bad. My bad.
The wrong happy billionaire.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so many of them now. It's starting to get them confused. Now, today, me and my
LeBron's a
wife...
billionaire now.
Is he officially a billionaire yet?
Yeah, LeBron's the first ever active athlete to be a billionaire.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
Active?
Active.
Tiger Woods ain't there?
He ain't a billionaire.
Tiger's not a billionaire. He gave up too much money when he fucking ran that goddamn Range Rover into his mailbox and was leaving voice messages on other chicks' machines to delete their name and shit like that.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, he had to give up too much money to. You imagine that you're a fucking nanny and you put it on Tiger Woods so bad and then he cheats on you and next thing you know you're a billionaire or you're a fucking 100 millionaire.
You-
Just a regular fucking nanny from Russia.
I'd be really, really upset if my cock cost me that much money.
And Jay, what do we say? When you got that much money, it doesn't matter.
Still, man.
Y'all talk about problems, we talking about solutions.
Modern problems require
I
modern
got
solutions.
into an argument with my wife today because she wanted to buy $60 worth of sushi. I guess I wouldn't have had that. argument, right?
Wait, was it raw or was it cooked?
You don't cook sushi.
There is cooked sushi, but it would be raw. Yes.
Yeah, I'd argue with her too. God damn it, Catherine. What the fuck?
Who's moving their house around?
That's me.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I muted it.
It's okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. Is that upstairs?
Was that your cock hitting the
It's
table?
it's right above my head. Yeah, I thought about being a millionaire, and all of a sudden I got hard and started rubbing the bottom of the desk.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, money would be nice, man. Money would be nice.
Seriously, let's pontificate on this a little bit. You wake up tomorrow, you got $1 million tax free.
Mhm.
How easy would you what would you do? Let's be honest.
I could stretch $1 million and retire.
I think I definitely would stop working the job that I have. My house is almost paid off, so I really wouldn't have any bills other than my car payment. So I'd have like a $600 a month payment. And that's
Would you
it.
just pay it off?
No, it's zero interest. I still wouldn't. I still wouldn't. It's automatically taken off my debit. I mean, I don't give a shit. I just leave it there. $1 million, I don't know. I'd start reading. That's what I would do. I'd start reading, figuring out how to do shit.
I could do a lot with $1 million. I don't think I could retire, like Admire said. I think I'd retire a lot sooner than now.
I think
Like
you can grow
we
it.
talked
though.
about. Go ahead.
I think you can grow it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about at the beginning stages of 80 Proof. We talked about like, do you have a number to where you retire at? And I think my number was 2.5 million. I get 2.5 million no matter what age it is. I'm done working. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need your pension. I don't need your fucking double ARP. I don't need your social security. None of that shit. I got 2.5 million. That's all I need.
You only have to double it and then a little bit more.
2.5, and that's complete portfolio and assets, the house, all that shit. Like, all I need is 2.5 million in net worth, and I'm done. I say all I need is if that's fucking simple to do, when I'm not even like an eighth of the way there.
That's what sucks when you set that number and you compare that where we are, almost 40.
It's kind of hard to get there though when fucking gas is $4.50 a gallon almost.
And the 401k is in the fucking shit. What's fucking me up with the 401k is I'm watching my paycheck go into it every week. I'm putting more money into it, but the overall value is still dropping. I'm putting money into something that's losing value.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody says, oh yeah, it'll bounce back, but this ain't fun.
I don't even look at mine anymore. I looked at it about a month ago and it was significantly lower than it was halfway through last year. And it's like, wait a minute, is this shit not coming from my check anymore? And then I look, like you said, Admire, and it is still coming from my check. And so
I wish
yeah,
we
it's
had somebody
nuts.
that was really good with finances and could tell us, would this be a good time to like back off investing in it? Or do
I
you just
did that.
keep this-
I did that at the start of COVID. I stopped. I took my max was 6%, and I took it down to 3% because that's what my company matched me. So why put in more than what they're going to match you? Like, putting in the 3% is still technically 6% because they're
Yeah.
matching that.
Yeah.
Okay, people in the chat, I would like to know what percent people do, because you just said 6 you were doing and you took it down to 3. I do 12%.
Oof.
Put 12% of your
Sorry,
salary in your
did I
401k.
not mute myself when I just fucking did all that with my nose just now?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. All right, cool. I think I hit the wrong button. I got so much stuff going on 2 screens right now.
Speaking of the
I'm
wrong button,
I'm fucking high on Benadryl.
I just sent the link to the show to my aunt. Oops.
I did or you did?
I did.
Maybe she'll sub.
Yeah, doubt it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, is this the worst we've experienced in our adult life? Because like the other financial crisis, I didn't really feel.
2008, I didn't, because I wasn't that worried about saving money and doing all that shit. I was just working to survive back then.
Yeah, 2008, I was like still partying. I didn't give a shit. You know, gas goes up
What
a
a great
couple
fucking
cents.
point, Admire. A great point. I mean, I don't know where everybody else was, but like you, like I was just trying to live then. There was no saving money.
What was a savings account in 08?
I was on unemployment for like 6 months, making $366 a week and living off of it.
Jesus.
Don't fucking ask me how.
$366
A week.
Fuck.
I remember there was a discrepancy with my unemployment at one time. So my job laid everybody off and they allowed you to be on unemployment, but they stretched us out for almost a year. Because the recession had hit, right? So they put us on 410s, which we were all like, oh hell yeah. Hold on.
Sinuses are kicking.
Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. Here it comes. Here it comes. Every time I get ready to talk, I feel it.
Look at the bright light. The bright light will make you sneeze.
There it was. So they stretched us out. They put us on 410s, right? We were all loving it. And you're like, hell yeah, too stupid to realize what was happening. Then all of a sudden we're on 310s, no overtime. You got to work three days a week, 10 hours a day, right? Again, we're too stupid to fucking realize. We're all like, whatever. We're fucking making it. It's 30 hours a week. We get 4 days off.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I'll leave if you want.
No.
So,
We need a ticker up there with a sneeze count.
that's 3 right there. So we're working these 310s and they're stretching us out, like basically keeping us there. Then they say, well, on this date, we're shutting down. And the only way you can get a severance package if you stay till that date, right? Like 4 months down the line. And of course, everybody sees that money and they're like, well, shit, I guess I better stay. Meanwhile, all the jobs that are out there are being taken by other manufacturers and blue collar stuff that's shutting down, right? So the only way you could get your unemployment is if you quote unquote actively looked for a job, which means you had to go to the Department of Labor twice a week and turn in applications that you had turned into places, or you could go to school, right? So I took advantage and I went and got my CDL. That was how I got my CDL. It was an 8-week course at a technical college. It was all free. Went and got my CDL, thought I had a job at FedEx, did not, it didn't work out. So I went back to school. I was going for computer information systems because it was all paid for and I was getting the unemployment. Again, $366 a week, right? With a kid and a wife.
It's crazy.
My wife was in college then at the time, and then she was fucking bartending. Excuse me. And so there was some kind of discrepancy months later, and they deposited into my checking account $66 one week. And I was like, I called and I'm on the phone. I went to the Department of Labor and they tell me that, you know, because this, that, and the third, I'm only allowed $66 per week for the next 12 weeks. And then my shit will reset. When I tell you I almost fucking cried, like just had nowhere to fucking, like nothing to do, right? Like nowhere to go, nothing. It was bad. It was rough. And so short story long, Admire. It was worse back then than it is now because we have and make more money.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're spending more money than we had to back then. But back then you could live off of $366 a week if your spouse was working also, barely making ends meet. You know, I didn't own anything. We didn't have a car payment. We didn't have a house. You know, we had one kid. We could sign up for all the fucking poor people benefits like welfare and shit like that, right? They were giving that shit away. Food stamps, all that shit. Like we did all that shit at one point. Like it was rough, but it was doable then. But now we're all a little older and we all have tasted the quote unquote good life,
Mm-hmm.
and there ain't no going back. Like I can't go back to unemployment.
Yeah.
I can't go back to living that way. You know what I mean? Like it depends on where you are in life as to how bad the situation is. Now, this is probably the worst, but financially it's not, just because we've all, for the most part, done well for the past 10, 12 years since the last recession. So it's a little easier to take right now. But I think it's harder now, but financially and emotionally, mentally, it was harder then,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
For me, I don't know if it was emotionally harder then, because back then, I mean, life was a struggle anyway. So it was like, oh, it's just one more fucking struggle. Like this, it ain't that bad emotionally now. I'm looking at the bright side. I'm like, we had that recession in 08. Right after that's when you started working the good job. I started working the good job. I'm pretty sure that's when Jay started working the good job. Maybe shit bounces back and we end up making even more money coming off this one. Or we're just permanently fucked.
Yo, is food crazy expensive in the States right now?
It is stupid.
Yo, it's like $15 for a watermelon here.
$5 for 2 avocados.
That's regular price here.
Not for me. I go to Walmart. I get the employee discount for avocados.
They didn't scan.
Oh, Blanche at the door is like, "Can I check your receipt?" I'm like, "Hell no. Can't check my receipt. I work here, bitch. You ain't see me scanning this shit."
The funny thing about this 60-inch TV, it was the same price as the avocados.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fucking getting annoyed, man. It's expensive. Like fucking between gas and food, man, it's like I want to say it fucking doubled, man, here. It's crazy.
Feels like it, right? It feels like it. My bank sends me a report every month of my spending. In the last like 3 months, it says that I spend $800 more than I deposit per month.
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely wanted a better ending to Wednesday's interview. I mean, everything's working. It's fine. It's just, what the fuck, man? When can you start saving money? It's fucking nuts.
You can't right now. You just everybody's just treading water right now. It feels like.
Like, I mean, I could. I don't, like you said, we got a taste, right? Like my oldest car is 2015. I got a 2019 in the driveway as well. I mean, I could sell a car if I wanted to save money, but
yeah, who wants to? But the point is like you don't want to live like that.
no.
Though.
Right. Let
Who
me
wants
bring
to
back
be a single car family with 2 parents, 2 kids, or multiple kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could downsize. You can get a cheaper car and all that, but it's like, in a way, we're our own worst enemies, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm to the point now where in the next like 6 months, I may have to trade my truck in. We fucking sat here and I told y'all how much I loved the idea of me finally getting a truck, and I went and got a fucking truck, and I'm paying a little bit more than I want to for it. Now, because of gas prices, because of everything else, like I may not be able to afford that in a couple months, right? Who wants to go backwards though? Like you
Right.
want to fucking just try to ride it out and say, "Oh, well, maybe this will happen." But is that the smart decision? Who the fuck knows? Do I trade my truck in and get a smaller car that's more gas efficient, that's cheaper for me to get per month, right? And then the world bounces back in 2 years and I get a better fucking truck, or I keep the truck that I got now and I end up homeless. Like who knows?
So
Who's got the answers?
So I want to bring back a topic that goes with this that we talked about before. So we're sitting here talking about the stress of all this and how, we're treading water, making it through these changes barely and how bad it sucks. You're sitting here contemplating getting rid of your truck that you love. Where are you going to be? Are you going to be homeless? How are these fucking people that don't have jobs still traveling and fucking kicking it and doing all this shit? We're worried
Easy.
about, we got jobs and we're worried about life, and these people are still just fucking living.
Well, who if you would lose your job tomorrow, Admire, who would you be more worried about? Who would you be the most worried about in your life? Yourself or somebody else?
Right. Myself.
No. Wrong answer. You'd be worried about your daughter.
Well, that is part of me.
Right. You'd be worried. We all have people, humans, right, that depend on us to provide and to make their life better. And if you're any sort of a decent parent, your goal in life is that your kids don't have to worry about the shit that you had to worry about when you were coming up. Is that spoiling them? Perhaps, right? Like my kids, I feel like me and my wife talk about this sometimes. Our kids may be two of the most ungrateful, fucking entitled little sons of bitches that ever walked God's green earth. And we made them that way because when I grew up, I didn't have a fucking 3-story house. I didn't have my own room to where I could go to and get away from the world. I didn't have a fucking swimming pool in the neighborhood with a water slide or grandparents that fucking provided every little thing you need when you text them on a cell phone. You know what I mean? I didn't have any of that. They have all that now because as a parent, you want them to have more than what you had.
Definitely.
So as a parent, you go out of your way to make sure that you can still provide all of that for them. So the responsibility is now on you. You're responsible for a completely different life of a human being than just yours. Now, if you're single, say EJ Reed in the chat. EJ ain't got no kids. He ain't got no woman. He's a lawyer, right? If EJ wanted to quit his job tomorrow, that's on him. Like nobody can fucking tell him like, well, what are we gonna do about health insurance? Like EJ has the freedom to take the money that he's made from being a lawyer and just say, fuck this, I'm backpacking through Europe.
Yeah.
And nobody can tell him that he can't because nobody else is dependent on him. We have different responsibilities. And I'm not like taking a shot at EJ for being EJ. I'm just saying the responsibilities are different.
Mm.
So it's easier for a person that doesn't have what we have to go do all that. And we've talked about this as well. Like younger people don't believe in sticking with a job for 20 years. This job's treating you like shit. Leave. Leave.
Yeah.
Stay at a job for 2 years and fucking leave. You see Jay's face right there when I said that? Jay, how long you been at your job?
17 years, baby.
17 years. I've thrown out, look for another job, Jay, and you scoff at it every time. You just told us
it's scary.
how they went in dry on you today, right? Bent you over the table and went in dry.
No lube.
And when I tell you to find another job, you scoff at it.
I know because it's fucking scary because I don't want something worse. You know, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite comfortable. I didn't even have to tell anybody I wasn't going in today. You know, like I'm pretty comfortable like that.
Yeah. And the younger generation now that Atmeyer's talking about that's traveling and going to Tulum and going fucking backpacking through Europe and all that shit, you know, they work for a year and a half, they save up their little bit of money, they sell everything that they own, and they fucking go do what they want to do. What's the right answer?
I don't know.
You're right. Yeah.
What's the right answer?
You're right. Who's doing it right?
We're all trying to do that when we're 60, right? That's the goal.
You know, you might not even make it to 60.
Yeah,
you know,
no shit.
You could die fucking 3 weeks from now. And guess what? 2 weeks ago, you could have went to fucking Mexico and you didn't.
All right, fuck it. Wife, kids, they're gone. Going backpacking. Who's with me? Selling it all.
In all seriousness, like who's doing it right? Are you doing it right by saving and by trying to be a provider and working your whole fucking life? Well, like I don't want to be 66 years old still fucking driving a truck, like trying to save to do what? For who? For who?
I think there's rights to both of them. There's a way to balance.
We can go to break after this, but I'm going to tell you this. I read something today online. I'm following this guy on Instagram that's a financial person, which, you know, they're all eye rolly, right? Like when I see him in my feed, like I roll my eye 9 times out of 10. But today he posted a little slide thread, and it was how the billionaires of America turn America into employees. And basically what happened was in the 1840s, Roosevelt gave all this money to the school system to create a school system. And the point was he wanted to make people educated, but only educated enough to work for the 1%.
Yeah.
Indoctrination.
So they wanted to give you just enough education to be a blue collar, yes ma'am, yes sir, hard worker, to get paid a livable, quote unquote, livable wage, to not ask any questions. And then he was showing quotes of people that were documented. Like, we don't want to raise philosophers. We don't want to raise lawyers. We want to raise blue collar, yes, ma'am, yes, sir people. And that's basically what this country, this world has turned into now. There's the 1%, and the rest of us are fighting for the scraps.
Yeah.
I don't know what my point was with all of that.
No, I get it.
Benadryl's fucking me up. Benadryl, Fireball, and Captain Morgan, not a good mix. You just start rambling.
You're wild. It makes sense though. And I know what you're saying about those like motivational or finance guys on social media too. I scroll past their shit, roll my eyes, but every so often they knock one out of the park, I find. But
yeah, it's like Gary Vee. Like 99% of his shit's like eye rolling, but then he'll nail it with one.
yeah, he'll nail it with one. It's honestly, I know COVID's played a huge part too, because like I've not had I've not enjoyed anything yet. Like, I haven't enjoyed any of the money that I made. Meaning, like, I've not gone on vacation. I've not really done anything. Everything's kind of like, my bubble's really fucking small. The world seems really, really small. So I think once that shit's over, can kind of get a little bit more of a balance going with that stuff. But fuck, man. All I think about is, like, how expensive everything is. It's fucking nuts. Anyways. You want to go to break, come back, and shoot the shit?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. All right,
All right.
I just hit the wrong button a second ago. Let's go to break.
All right, we'll be back.
If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
From the unknown, I ran away, I don't think I'm coming back home. Like a crawl space, it's a dark place I roam. Ain't no right way, just the wrong way, I know. I problem solve with styrofoam. My world revolves around a black hole, the same black hole that's in place of my soul. I'm empty, I feel so goddamn empty. I may go wrong. Don't tempt me, big bullet hole. Don't tempt me, yeah. I'm keeping it real, I'm keeping it real, yeah. Life gets tough, shit is getting real. I don't know how to feel, swallowing all these pills, not my real feels, devil standing here, trying to make a deal. It ain't no deals, feel like I'm going crazy, but I still took a lot to get me here. Losing my sanity up in the house in the hills. I ain't have anything then, I still don't have anything still. Being me, I rock PMV, these hoes acting like gossip. TMZ, these drugs acting like mosh pits, squishing me, oh me, how they kill me slowly. Lonely, I've been getting no peace, so deep, feel like overdosing. Low key, I've been looking for the signs, but all I can find is a sign of the time. From the unknown, I ran away, I don't think I'm coming back home. Like a crawl space, it's a dark place I roam. Ain't no right way, just the wrong way, I know. I problem solve with styrofoam. My world revolves around a black hole, the same black hole that's in place of my soul. I'm empty, I feel so goddamn empty. I may go wrong. Don't tempt me, big bullet hole. Don't tempt me, I ain't suicidal. Only thing suicide is suicidal. Fight for survival. Gotta keep hope up, rolling good dope up. Hold my hand through hell, we'll go. Don't look back, it ain't the past no more. Gonna get into the racks, all them niggas want war. Yeah, I was put here to lead the lost souls. Exhale depression as the wind blows. These are the laws of living in vogue. We're perfectly imperfect children, rose from the dust. All of us are on a mission. Never gave a damn, really came from rags to driving with the rooftop missing. I don't give a damn, really came from rags to riches. Now I live it up, driving with the rooftop missing. From the unknown, I ran away, I don't think I'm coming back home. Like a cross space, it's a dark place I roam. Ain't no right way, just the wrong way, I know. I problem solve with styrofoam. My world revolves around a black hole. The same black hole that's in place of my soul. I'm empty, I feel so goddamn empty. I may go rogue. Don't tempt me, big bullet hole. Don't tell me others.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, you see the Britney Spears news?
No.
What the fuck? There's another song attached to this song? Holy shit. So she got married today. And her ex-boyfriend crashed the wedding and got arrested.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, her ex-boyfriend that was the one that was with her the whole time she was going crazy?
Well, her ex-husband, his name's Jason Alexander, broke into her home, crashed her wedding, and he did it all on Instagram Live.
That's pretty gangster.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
So, maybe there was a reason why her family had control of her shit. I feel like she's not the best judge of character when it comes to husbands.
He's like running through her house, man. Holy shit. Actually, it's a nice
Where can I
house.
find this video at?
It's all over
Fuck
Twitter.
yeah, she's got a nice house. Britney Spears worth like $200 million.
It's fucking nuts, man. It's her ex-husband, yeah. Oh,
Can you
shit.
send me the video?
Yeah. Well, here, look, I'll just send you this.
What are you watching it on?
Twitter, man.
Oof.
I'm going to post it in the Discord, so if anybody wants to see the links there, they're all over the fucking place right here.
I gotta send this to everybody on.
You know, I went on there expecting some news about Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, and this is what I got.
What happened with him?
Ain't he the one that said nigga when he was
No, that's Kramer.
doing the stand up?
That's Kramer.
What
This
happened
is-
to Jason Alexander?
Nothing. His name was trending on fucking Twitter, so
Oh.
I clicked on it. It's Jason Alexander, Britney Spears' ex-husband.
Oh,
Like, he stormed it. That's fucking funny. And she can't fucking catch a break, eh, this one?
J Bomb. Jay, how come I can't find you on Instagram?
I don't know, dude.
Underscore
At
Jay.
_ J-Bomb. All right, so what else we got? What's going on, boys?
Well, I went to a baseball game last night.
yeah. I was gonna ask you, why are you not wearing the ring right now?
You mean this ring?
Oh yeah, baller.
So what, they gave that to
Literally.
everybody or what?
I literally just got it. They gave it to the first 40,000 fans in attendance.
What's it made out of?
Fucking replica ring material. I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's
Zinc?
actually like
Metal?
not plastic. It's like
It's
decent.
heavy as no, it's heavy as fuck.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty sweet.
Hey.
Better than some hat you'd never wear.
My camera won't focus, but it says Braves right there. It says fucking for the A on the bottom of it, which is their slogan.
For the A.
It's nice.
For the
Yeah, they gave away 40,000 of them 3 times this year. And then on top of that, they scored fucking 13 runs last night. Kicked ass.
Holy shit.
yeah.
You picked a
You
good
must be
game.
looking at what I sent you on Instagram.
Oh no, what did you send me on Instagram?
Oh, I couldn't find you. Never mind. I sent it to Admire.
Ah, damn it. What is it? Is it good?
It's cheeky.
It's cheeky. I love me some cheeks.
You must
Not
have
that.
sent something good because I'm getting pop-ups from the 80 proof messages. Cavino even said, "Damn."
That's funny.
Okay, so Tuesday next week, my buddy Andrew's down to do the show.
We don't want him.
Well, we could pop him on for an hour.
Nah. Fuck him.
Really?
You said he was gay.
He's not gay.
You said he was gay?
I didn't say he was gay.
Yeah.
I mean, what he
That's what you
does
said.
is gay. I think it'll be all right. We'll
You
make him. We'll have him do a little show for the girls.
Nah, I'm cool with Andrew coming on. Andrew's my guy. Maybe he can fucking snap me out of this funk that I'm in right now with not working out. Like, I was just in the bathroom just now, and I was looking at my shoulders, and I was like, my shoulders are kind of muscular. I need to lift weights a little more. And I was like, like I'm in this funk right now. Like I've lost a certain amount of inches to where I can tell that I'm getting smaller, and then I've just quit for the past like month. I haven't like I do this all the time. I self-sabotage, and I have no motivation whatsoever. Obviously I got hurt at work, so I had to quit going to Orange Theory for a little while. Tomorrow's the first time I'm going back in almost 2 weeks. So that's a thing, but I don't know. I do this all the time. Like I'll work out, I'll eat decently, and the first sight of progress, I'm like, cool. I could take a week off, and that week turns into 2 months,
Yeah.
and then those 2 months turns into like 4 years.
It's usually how it goes, man. That's why they tell you not to take a break. Fuck.
So maybe Andrew can fucking motivate me because he started when I started, and this motherfucker is shredded.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. But he doesn't seem that thrilled. I'll tell you that. Guy's got like fucking no energy, doesn't eat. Well, he eats, but he eats like the same fucking shit, man, over and over and over.
Fucking chicken and white rice.
He eats like whitefish, chicken, rice, and he eats it like 6 times a day at work.
Yeah, those kind of people are just eating for energy.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know. how
like
they do it.
eating just to keep their body going and to be able to pick up heavy shit and put it back down safely. They're not eating for fun.
That's not
which-
for me.
The whole purpose of eating is not supposed to be for fun. It's supposed to be for living, right?
Well, I mean, how many good things you got going, right? Food's it's high up there for me, man. I love food.
Yeah, I had a vegan cinnamon roll today.
Yeah,
I saw that. That looked like fucking Sugar City.
Yeah,
was it good?
vegan does not mean healthy. I can promise you that. It was all fucking chocolate and peanut butter and cinnamon roll made out of vegan shit, whatever they make vegan stuff out of. I don't even know what vegan what does vegan mean exactly?
Zero animal.
It sounds like it should be healthy, right?
It's just another word
Let's-
for expensive.
Oreos are
Let's-
vegan.
Let's look up vegan.
Dude, it just means that there's nothing in it that has any like milk powders,
No animal product.
no animal harm. But even though like a lot of it is pretty harmful to animals, but
A
everything's
person who
harmful
does
to
not
animals.
eat any food derived from animals and who typically does not use other animal products.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's lame. Maybe I'm gonna look up vegetarian. Maybe I'll be a vegetarian.
Why?
Can I drink whiskey if I'm a vegetarian?
Yes. Raina says the picture you just sent her, she wants to say thank you. It was nice.
A person who does not eat meat and sometimes other animal products, especially for moral, religious, morale and moral are the same fucking word, by the way.
Isn't
That's
there an
why
E on
English
morale?
is- I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
Should we Google that too? Moral, religious, or health reasons, whatever. But if you're a vegetarian, you can eat like fish, right?
That's pescatarian.
yeah.
What does religion have to do with anything?
Yeah, you could eat like eggs, cheese, and dairy if you're a vegetarian. You just don't eat meat. And a lot of
But
the,
if you eat fish, you're Presbyterian.
if you only eat fish and no meat, then you're that, yeah.
Huh.
Honestly, all these fucking titles, terms, and all this shit, it's getting a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just be fat. It's a lot easier. Less
Fat-
syllables.
Fat is nice.
Way more fun, except when you look in the mirror.
I know, like I thought about that the other day too, right? Like I'm bummed out about it a couple of times a week. But there's a lot of meals in a week. So I'm happy about it a lot more than I'm sad about it.
It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
What'd you just say? That was philosophical. Say that again.
I said I'm upset about being fat a couple of times a week,
Uh
but there's a lot of meals in a week that make me happy.
huh. No.
So
I feel like food makes me sad after I'm done eating, and like I eat and I just gorge out, and then I'm like a bloated just piece of shit.
I know, but we
And I'm
got to
like-
stop that, man.
I look in the mirror, I'm like, look at you, you fat fuck. You're gonna die way before 65.
Listen, anything we do that we enjoy, we always have that consequence at the end of shame. And
Shame.
like I go out, I get drunk the next day, I'm like, oh. I'm like, I kind of feel like shit. I'm not seizing the day. I'm a lazy piece of shit. But I want to still go and do all that just without the guilt. How do we get rid of the guilty part?
Moderation.
What a stupid word that
Yeah,
is.
fuck that. Yeah, I don't like the whole every action has a reaction and every
Positive or negative reaction.
everything has a consequence. I don't like that.
Jay, you can drink all you want if you go get them IV drinks that I was telling you about.
Yeah, but then I still get fat.
Those things taste like shit.
No, they do not.
Do they taste bad?
No.
I drank one that was like what was it called? Bio Light or something like that. It told me it was going to taste like mangoes and shit tastes like pickle juice. Also, I got a drink last night at the game that was supposed to take like watermelon and shit like that. And it tasted like pickles. I told my buddy, I said, taste this shit. He goes, tastes like pickles. Bartender, this tastes like pickles. Bartender takes a straw, puts it in there, goes, doesn't taste like pickles to me. Like, well, it tastes like fucking pickles. She's like, well, you want another drink? I've never sent a drink back before. I've always been told if you don't like it, tell them and they'll get you another one. And I always thought, but I ordered it. Like, why would it be their responsibility to get me another drink?
Yeah, I agree.
But if it doesn't taste the way that it describes it tasting,
Yeah.
I feel like I should be entitled to that drink. And the bartender was not happy about making another drink, but I watched her to make sure she didn't like spit on it or like put her nipples in it or something.
Well, the nipples would have been okay. Was she
I don't
aight?
know. She probably had hairy nipples looking at her.
Ugh.
I also rode a bull last night.
Again?
What was her name?
Bertha. She had a mole. It had hair growing out of it.
Steph's asking if she's the only one who hears Admire low. I haven't noticed. Admire sounds normal.
I have my EQ up. It's at how it always is.
Yeah, okay.
Turns out Steph has Admire muted because she thinks he's annoying as fuck.
It's true.
Yeah.
So Admire, you're the only person that does a podcast with a house full of fucking people. What's that like?
I don't know.
What do you mean you're doing it?
They're in there having a good time.
So you just we go to break and you go in the room, your daughter's fucking asleep, and Andre's in there having a threesome with your girlfriend and your friend that went to Limp Bizkit with you. Like, how you react to that?
I walked in. I was like, hey, don't let me disturb you guys. Just keep going.
What's weird is one of the chicks had a dildo on. She's fucking Andre. Was that weird?
Do you have access to my cameras? How'd you know this?
I feel like Andre would get pegged. I think he'd like it.
Do you all have
Something
cameras in your
about-
house?
Yeah. Everywhere.
Inside?
Look, you're looking at me
Okay.
fucking right now.
I mean, like security cameras and shit.
I have
Yes.
a camera. I have a doorbell camera. I have a camera in my living room. I have a camera on my backyard. And I'm getting one this week for my driveway.
Okay, so I mean, Admire, you're a single guy, so this question doesn't really apply to you, but what like Rucker, aren't you afraid like you're gonna get caught jerking off on camera or something?
I mean, if you know where the cameras are, you don't sit in front of them.
Yeah, but I mean, I would assume the cameras are in places that would be enjoyable to jerk off on. Like I'm assuming there's probably one in your living room or something.
That's my basement right now. Let's see if I can get that to clear up.
Yeah,
That's
like-
right on the other side of the wall that I'm at. That open door to the right is my office. That's my basement.
Okay, so you can't jerk off in that room.
No, I mean, if I sit underneath the camera, I could, I guess.
And just see
Like the cameras have blind spots, right?
I guess.
I mean, for me, it's the thrill of sitting in front of the camera and jerking off.
No, because
It's like,
I've thought about
I-
getting it, but I'm like,
I hope my security guy's watching. Ah.
My living room.
Jesus
It's the
Christ.
front door. Basically, is all we want to see is the front door. Let's see if I can get that in focus.
Yeah, I can see
We
it.
just want to see the front door. Who's coming and going, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to see the other stuff. Like the steps are back there, the couch. You can't see the TV. And then what else? I think I got a camera outside. I don't think I know. We're going live. And that's my front door. Goddamn, this fucking autofocus shit. Anyway, basically you can see my front door, my front yard, across the street, all that. I don't jack off out there.
You're missing out.
So yeah, I mean, you basically put cameras like the entrances and the exits on your house where you can see if somebody's coming in or not. And that's it. What do you need cameras everywhere else for?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I guess. I never understood it. Well, I guess for security purposes. But I know people who have like cameras in like fucking every room of their goddamn house. I'm like, what are you like spying on your spouse or like what's going on here?
Some people
No,
use
that's
it for
weird.
that.
Yeah. Some people like what they see when they spy on their spouse.
It's weird.
I have a question.
What's that?
Oh my God. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. I have a friend at work whose spouse wants to have a three-way dance, a triple threat, if you will.
Nice.
2v1. Problem is, the 2 is not of the female variety.
Wow.
Mm.
She wants to do 2 dudes. Will either of you ever be into that? You don't have to touch the guy, right? You don't have to touch the guy. Y'all are just fucking going at it with your woman, but it's your woman.
Okay, that's where it's not gonna work for me.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, no.
If it's my woman, no. If it's somebody else's, maybe. Probably.
Huh. What if she gave you like rules? Or you gave her, like you could give her rules. What would your rules be?
She already told you she wants 2 dudes to bang her. Like,
Yeah.
what rules are you putting on it? Like, he can't stick it in. Like,
Oh, I mean, like
that's
you
what
could be
she's
like,
asking
all right,
for.
well, you say if she gave you the option for 3 fucking rules, like my first one would be like, you can't suck his dick. Like I feel like that is way more intimate than sex itself.
Yeah.
the first rule should be if we're going 2 verse 1, it's going to be 2 verse 1 my way next time.
Okay, that could be a rule.
I mean, I wouldn't do it anyway, but
It was her fantasy, I admired. So he's telling me that this is his woman's fantasy. Like
Yeah.
she's always wanted 2 guys. And they're about to settle. They're settling down. And she's like, I'll never get to do what I've always wanted to do. And he's like pondering it.
I would buy her 2 dudes and say, babe, there's a hotel key. Get it out of your fucking system.
yeah, I don't want to be there for it.
I don't think I would want to be there for it.
Wow. What?
I don't know.
Are you serious?
Do I know the guy?
Wait. Let's unpack this. So all right. We're not gonna use names, but you're telling me your wife. This is her fantasy.
Well, no. She's not my wife. You said
this is your
Okay, but
woman, and you're married, so
okay.
we're talking about your wife.
I know, but you said she's settling down, and if she agrees to settle down, she's not going to be able to fulfill her fantasy. If I'm in that position, I'll probably be like, go get it done.
She should have got out of her system before she got locked up.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating, Jay, that you would rather just her fucking go find 2 guys and you'd pay for the hotel and let her.
No.
do that.
I said I would buy her 2 guys. She'd be fucking hookers.
Buy.
Hookers would be fucking her. I'd rather a hooker than somebody she knows. Because then they'll kiss and shit, and hookers have their own rules. It's never.
So one of your rules would be no kissing.
Oh God, no! You're not kissing another guy. He's not coming in you. He's not like when it's all said and done. You can't even finish the guy. He's got to go jerk off on himself in the corner to finish.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and actually, it was funny because I was I forget what I was listening to, but it was all these like
to the face.
swingers talking on a radio show in Sirius, and they had all these rules where if, like, let's say my wife and I had sex with another girl, the rule is that my wife makes me come, not the other girl.
Wow.
You know, shit like that. That's what the swingers. A lot of them were like, oh yeah, that's a rule for us too. It seemed to be quite common that the finish happens with your partner. And yeah, a lot of them were like, no oral, no this, no that. I mean, to me, I don't think it would even be so. Okay, not to name names, but I know somebody who did it, and he did it with his wife and another girl. And he's like, honestly, there were so many fucking rules and shit. He's like, it was just not that fun. Because you were like always thinking about the other one's going to be pissed if I do this, and I can't enjoy myself, and I don't want to look like I'm enjoying myself too much, and yada, yada, yada. He's like, it would have been sick if there was absolutely no rules and I had no attachment to either girl.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like, you're like, yeah, we'll get another guy in here. He fucking puts it in, and you're like, wait, you never made that noise before?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it, sir. You're hurting her.
Stop it.
She's in pain. She's like, no, I'm not. Let him keep going.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
All
I
of
mean,
a sudden, she's saying
throwing
shit
it.
like, it's never been that deep before. Like, wait a second.
Well, that's what
I've
Dick
been
feels
balls
like.
deep.
fucking throwing it like she's never thrown before.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
saying if you're gonna ask me would I ever like tag team a chick with a buddy, okay, and my wife's listening, and I'm saying if I was a single guy and we were out partying and some chick wanted to bang both of us, I'd have absolutely no problem doing it.
But you wouldn't do that with your wife.
No, I'd be high fiving and shit, man.
Even if she was into it, like it was her idea, you wouldn't do it.
I mean, if she was like, let's go fuck that other girl, I'd be like, all right, let's go. But if she's like, hey, can that guy fuck me? I'm like, no.
That's a
I don't know.
so I agree with you, by the way,
Because-
like, I'm playing devil's advocate,
But here's the thing.
that's such a fucking like older guy answer.
No, but
that
it's
we're
not
talking
really a
about.
double
Like,
standard, dude, because she's going to also enjoy fucking the girl. I don't get to fuck the guy.
You could.
Well, I don't want to.
Hey, read the chat. There's the pros right there that have been through it.
The only rule I have is is Mike can't make out with the other female. That is, everything else is okay. Yeah, No, but you get what I'm saying? Like, if my wife wants to bang a girl with me, she wants to bang that girl. Like, if I was at a bar and I was like, yo, babe, I really want to fuck that guy.
You want
with
to
you.
bang that girl.
I would too, but if she brought it up and was like,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to bring another girl home so we can have sex with her, I'd be like, okay. And I mean, I wouldn't say no if she says, I want to bring home another girl and she fucks you and I don't even touch her and we both fuck you. I'd be like, yeah, that's cool too. But there's no,
Well, then why can't it be the other way?
because I don't want to bang the guy.
Right, but she wants to bang the guy.
Okay, but like I said, I'm not going to ask her to bang another girl. If she asked me, I'd be into it. But I would never
But if-
ask my wife to
I
do
mean, if it came down to it, and she was asking you to bang another guy with you, clearly y'all are in that lifestyle, so you would be asking for that.
if you're in that
so
lifestyle,
put yourself
I-
in that lifestyle.
Oh, well, then I'd be
and-
fine with it. I'm pretty sure. If I was into it, if I was okay with my wife having sex with other guys, I would have no problem double teaming my wife with.
No, this isn't a thing about her having sex with other guys. This is a one-time thing with you and her.
then no,
I don't think I could either.
because there's no sexual.
Especially if it's like you said, it's like somebody y'all know, y'all run into each other, like when you go out on the town, and he's looking like, yeah, I fucked your wife in front of me. Like, I have to hit him.
Like,
right? Like,
absolutely no if it's somebody I know, and there's like maybe a 5% chance it happens with somebody I don't know. But this is where I get out of it, and we could bring gay math into this, but we can call it like three-way math. When a girl asks to bring another girl into the bed, there's a good chance that she wants to, fuck around with that chick as well. It's not just for the guy, right? Like, I know a lot of people that their wives want to fuck a girl. So I get why a girl would want to do that, but me as a guy, I don't want to be like, yo, babe, I really want to blow this guy. So, like, if you're there, it's not as gay,
but you wouldn't be at all intrigued if your woman wanted that, and just to like see her just be a fucking slut for a night.
I mean, there is a little bit that's all right.
I feel like I'm
But it's-
asking you, Jay, because I feel like if one of the three of us would be into it, it would be you.
Like I could see there being moments of this is cool, okay? But I know that as soon as it's over and that post-nut clarity comes in, I'm gonna be really fucking like, man, you bitch. You know, like 6 months later, we're in an argument. I'm like, you know, you did stuff to that fucker.
Yeah, but you say post nut clarity. What if she gets him off and doesn't even get you off? She's like, "Oh, I'm spent," and you're just sitting there with your boner
He
in your
finishes
hand.
and you start smoking a cigarette, and you're still hard as Chinese arithmetic.
There would be big problems. Big problems. That wouldn't happen. I mean, I get the idea of thinking like, obviously, you know, with your partner, you like to bang, so you're into them, and there is something like I don't mind porn where it's two guys banging a chick. It doesn't freak me out. So I get the allure of it, but again, I'd rather it be some random girl that I could literally high five and laugh about it with my friends after.
I think I feel the same way. And that's what I told my buddy. I was like, if it's my woman, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But if I'm like single and it's just some random chick and we're like, you know, you didn't have to be your friend. You're like at a bar and some girls like you and you come with me. You know, fuck yeah, I'll go. Whatever. I'll never see these people again.
I'd say no.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You're like
But if
rock,
it's-
paper, and
it's-
scissors
but if
for
it's-
which hole.
But if it's your significant other that like the mother of your kids and you got to wake up the next day and look at her and you're like, you had 2 dicks in your mouth last night.
No matter what, there's always going to be moments where you're going to be cucky. It's going to be cucky. There's always going to be a moment.
So let's talk about that. Is that something that's our generation is more like, you know, like it's embarrassing. I feel like the younger generation would be like, why? Who gives a fuck? Like it's just sex.
Yeah, but they're not married yet with kids. I think that all changes.
But if they were, like I said, I've told y'all a million times, like I've been out of bars, I'm around these young people that just like divulge all this information, right?
Mhm.
I feel like they would be more like, who gives a fuck? Like, why do you care if the guy, you know, banged your wife the other night and y'all are hanging out? Like, what does it matter? It's just sex. And I'm thinking, because you gave your fucking self to somebody, right? That's not me.
Listen,
And they're
if my wife is making eye contact with another guy while his dick is in her mouth, like that's it. It's not happening. Like
I feel like we need a younger person on here to talk about something like this, just to get their perspective. You know, we need to like start searching for younger people to get on here and ask these kind of questions too.
well, how old's Devin?
20, but he's tied to one.
No, but just picture this, right? The guy's got your girl and doggy. She's blowing you,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, she pulls your dick out of her mouth and turns around and is looking at him because something all of a sudden starts feeling really good. I'm going, what the fuck? That's me. That's my reaction. What the
Why
fuck?
get jealous?
Why?
It's for her though. It's for her. All the shit she's done for you in your sexual life. You can't do this one thing.
Well, is she letting me bang broads with her?
Doesn't matter.
Is
She's
she-
fucking taking loads to the face and the mouth, right? She's let you do all the creepy shit you want to
Okay,
do for
hold on.
years.
That's a whole other
All
thing.
she
If I'm
wants
doing,
to do is bang one more guy in front of you.
you're trying to
you
get me.
can't.
You're trying to get me to agree to this, but like,
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I know what's gonna happen after. For me,
well, why?
It's going to be burned into your mind for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna have PTSD.
Does she do that to you? When you do some freaky shit to her, does she come up 3 months later and be like, well, remember that time I fucking gargled it and spit it up and swallowed it again?
No,
Yeah, but that's just me
she
and
will-
her.
No, but 6 months later, she's going to bring up, you didn't take out the trash May 22nd of fucking 2021.
Bingo.
I feel like it's not the same thing.
It is in a woman's mind.
It's worse.
I don't know, man. I think y'all are on the wrong side of the tracks here.
So you do it?
Fuck no. Get out of here. You kidding me? I'm
Like-
talking about y'all. This ain't about me.
Yeah.
I'm the interviewer, not the interviewee. You can't ask me that shit. Hell no, I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I admire you.
No. that's you don't share the bed. For me, that's my thing. No.
Yeah, I think I'm there too. I don't even know if I would do it with 2 chicks.
I would.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. You're fucking live. Both of you are fucking lives right now.
Okay, put it this way.
If both of your women came in and they brought a chick in that was just as hot as they are or hotter, and were like, we're gonna have a threesome, you wouldn't ask any fucking question.
Okay, but I still think
You'd be like, you'd be like that motherfucker on the Zoom commercial when their friends are coming over. He walks outside in his tidy white. He's like, "Oh, I thought this was a Zoom. I thought it was online." And she's like, "No, that's be y'all. Y'all be outside in your fucking underwear with a shirt on."
Okay, I think if it happened, I would have a really hard time saying no, but the post-nut clarity would be the same. I think it would complicate things.
It would. Nope. As long as you keep that line clean, where it's just you and your woman, there's nothing to worry about. There's no what ifs. There's no.
You both talk about wanting to get it in the butt and wanting to like it, and maybe it'll open up new doors and blah blah blah.
No,
what if this is a new door?
You're
What
not
if this is a
understanding.
different door? What if this is a different door?
You're not understanding what I mean when I say I wish I liked things in my ass. Okay? Because I don't love things in my ass.
Right, but you want to.
I wish I did.
What if you actually wanted to enjoy watching your woman get banged by another guy?
But
100% no, I don't.
I already know I don't.
So you telling me you don't want that, but you're questionable about things in your ass.
No,
That's
I'm
what
not.
you're
I'm
telling
not
me?
questionable. I
'Cause
know
that's gay.
No, listen. Okay, put it this way. I wish I got off on people banging my wife. It would be a whole new experience.
TV had a
Gay.
show.
I just think that you're gonna get yourself into trouble. And
Why?
and
Why do you
It
get
never,
in trouble?
it never ends well.
for me, 3 ways are for the dating life. Like
No. Let's call it what it is. For you, 3 ways are two females, 1 male. That's what a 3 ways.
No, I could do 2
You're
males.
cool with that.
I'm totally cool with 2 guys and a girl.
I don't think you are.
I'd have absolutely no problem doing it. Like none at all. Actually, like it was almost like on my bucket list.
I feel like deep down inside, every woman wants to get fucked by 2 guys.
Well, yeah, I would think so. I mean, if I was a woman, I'd want it. I want to fuck 2 girls.
I wouldn't stop at 2 if I was a chick.
Yeah. I'd be getting bukkake, gangbang, fucking whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry, guys,
Okay,
can't pay
well
the
then
bill.
if your woman wants that, then help her out and get it.
Well, I don't want that for her. Like, put it this way.
You do all kind of other stuff. You
Bro.
fucking put your tongue in her ass and all
Listen,
that stuff. Like
yeah,
that's
I do it for
gross,
her. Yeah, I do it for her.
right?
Listen.
That's literally the shitter. Literally, she shits out of that hole, and you stick your tongue in there. You'd rather stick your tongue in a hole that has shit in it than let some other guy put his dick inside of her for like 5 minutes before he comes.
Correct.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You nailed it.
Yeah. 100%.
Sadly, I agree with y'all. I'm trying to fight for the other side. It's not working.
You're not buying anything you're selling, man.
Not at all.
Like,
You're
dude,
not a salesman, Rucker.
like, dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm watching porn and it's like this. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. Bing, bang, boom. And like, while I'm like, grabbing shit to clean up, I got to smash that video off because I'm like, stop hurting her. What are you doing? That's somebody's mom.
Your husband's coming home.
Shit.
Yeah, somebody's mom, all right, your kids, because you're gonna let some other dude bang her.
I'm sitting there going, this is what it resulted to? I'm watching other people. Like, no, I couldn't do it.
I don't know, man. It's like the financial question we asked earlier. Like, who's doing it right?
Oh,
Because I feel like the younger generation, they're out living life, fucking enjoying everything, and we're all fucking territorial. Like, no, my woman, no other dick whatsoever. Huh. I hunt, I kill, I fish, I fuck. You don't hunt, right? Like if the supermarket closed tomorrow, your ass would not eat
I'm fucked
anymore, right? Yeah. So why are you so territorial?
See, the younger generation, though, they're non-committal. They don't have that guaranteed shit every single day. They don't have a wife or somebody to go home to every day. They might get that threesome once a week at the bar, maybe once every couple weeks.
That's
That's
not
fun
working
for them. Maybe it is for them. It is. I would rather.
So you think
have-
fucking missionary 3 times a week is better than a fucking threesome once a week?
Goddamn right.
Well, I mean, you put it that way. But again, I can't start doing that with my wife because I've already tasted the good life, like you said before with the finances.
But
Again, yeah, buddy. If like I've had fun before my wife, for sure.
right.
I've done things. I'm pretty open. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't want.
TV had a
gay.
show-
I should have known, but like, I don't want to do it with my wife, man. This is sacred. This is
I completely agree with
we got
that.
kids,
Like,
man. You know, they kiss us on our
Yeah,
mouths.
exactly.
You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Like, your kids come in the room the next day. She goes to kiss him. You're like, hey, what
yeah.
the fuck you
Whoa,
doing?
whoa.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't want Marcus on my
brush
kid.
your
What the
teeth
fuck?
today?
Yeah.
Did you brush your teeth today?
Did you brush your teeth all day? Yeah,
Because I saw what was going in your mouth last night.
yeah.
It was
Balls
gross.
and shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think my main rule would be you can't fucking blow, and they can't like come on any part of you, mouth, face, titties.
Yeah. Then they come on the
Inside you.
sheets, and then you gotta get new sheets.
No, he's
they
got
have
the
to come
towels,
in a
man.
Condom. They gotta come in a condom, and fucking they gotta take it home with them. Don't even flush it down my fucking toilet. Put it in your passenger seat. Put a seatbelt on and get the fuck out of here.
Pass him some hot sauce. Get the fuck out of here.
Pull the Drake.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That'd
Like,
be my main rule. Yeah, you can't have any dick in your mouth whatsoever. I feel like a blowjob is way more like, I don't know, man. I think if you to find out your woman cheated on you, I'd rather hear that she had sex with somebody than she blew somebody.
well, yeah. What's the
because-
point? It's not even fun. Well, I mean, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like her
pure
blowing
pleasure
somebody is
for
just
him.
like,
Yeah.
I fucking want you so much that I don't even need pleasure.
yeah,
Like this is all for you.
yeah. I've always
What
told.
the fuck?
That's always been my motto. If you're gonna cheat on me, fuck a guy. Don't blow him. If you blow him and then fuck him, that's okay. But if you just blow him,
It's not. This
No.
is no.
no. If you just blow him, I'm gonna kill you. Like, why? Why did you have to just blow him?
To completion.
Dude.
Dude, imagine that.
Oh fuck.
Because those are important. When it's done to completion, it's like she had a goal,
Yeah.
right? Like that means she came to clock in and go to work.
And she can improve a point.
She fucking put her hair in a ponytail, right?
Oh, I'd be so fucking pissed. I absolutely couldn't do it.
I'm pissed off just thinking about it.
I'm pissed off
God
thinking about
damn
it.
Meanwhile, Tara's in the other room blowing Andre right now.
Maybe Andre's blowing Tara. Let's strap him.
I'm waiting on one of them to come running into the basement. But I don't know, I'm not fucking blowing anybody. Andre comes running in behind her with his pants down. I'm like, I swear it was innocent. She was stuck in the dryer.
Oh man. Whew. That got the mind rolling, eh?
I know. I started sweating.
Oh, so we don't want to keep going to my next topic?
Hey, what's your next topic?
God,
Oh, I was gonna keep
that
going.
was a banger of a topic.
Fuck it. I gotta take a break. Gotta cool off a little.
Hey, Jay's got to go see what the wife's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the
Let me see your
comments
phone.
on this. Yeah.
Let me see your phone.
All right. Fuck it. We'll be back after
there,
break.
is there anything you need to tell me?
Yeah. Seriously. I don't want to go downstairs and she's like, well. And I'd be like, motherfucker. All right. We'll be back.
All along the Western Front, people line up to receive
Welcome back to 80 Proof. Chris Rucker, J Bomb, Admire. Did you happen to see what Andrew just tagged us in on our Instagram?
I did not. What did he tag us in?
Everybody listening right now, go to your Instagram, pull up the 80 Proof story. I just reshared what Andrew posted us in.
Oh, I thought he was naked.
This fucking guy. If I was built like that, I'd take the same pictures.
This fucking.
You want me on your podcast? I'm fucking tagging you in a picture just like that.
I like how you fucking shouted him back. Put in some goddamn pants.
Right?
Guarantee you he's gonna
doing?
come on the show no shirt. I fucking wouldn't put
With
it
no
past
shirt
him.
on?
Yeah.
If I look
You
like
won't
that,
put
I'd
it-
fucking do it shirtless.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's so funny though, because everybody at work, like, they all know that he's, going to do the show. So when they change, this guy has no shame. He takes his shirt right off. Most of the other guys usually wear like 2 t-shirts or some shit like that. Anyways, he pulls his shirt off and everybody just fucking like razzes him. They clap, they fucking ovations and shit. Just to fucking
Here's
shame,
the thing though.
shame the shit out
Everybody
of him.
there probably looks like me, right? Everybody there's probably fat. How are
No.
they shaming him?
No,
He's
they're
got
not.
abs.
They're shaming him as a joke because they're like, everybody's super supportive of him. But it's just like when he takes off his shirt, everyone's like, okay, all right, Andrew, enough.
Right.
Enough.
We get it.
Yeah.
We get it. You got 7 abs.
Okay,
motherfucker.
buddy,
Where's the
all
8th
right.
one?
And we're all excited for him to eat a meal. He hasn't eaten like anything shitty in so long. So
He's got a muscle and fitness competition coming up, right?
yeah, it's gonna be it's the 18th. So next week he could promo his show or whatever, and then he's off work the Friday, and then the Saturday he goes and does his show. So it's like him and two
Good
of
for
his
him,
buddies.
man.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Yeah.
I wish we could have sponsored him. He should have told us.
yeah, it's
Should
true.
put a fucking 80 proof nipple patch on him.
Right on his
Well,
wiener.
We'll pay
Yeah,
for
a fucking 80 proof thing right on his fucking trunks in the front.
Yeah, dude, that's what we need in the Teespring is an 80 proof Speedo for him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. But yeah, we could pick his brain and tell us what he's been doing and all that crazy shit. It'd be a good time. Yeah. So, what do you want to end the show with, boys? We got 20 minutes to cap this
Allergies are
out.
the fucking worst. I'm sorry. Like this shit's tragic. Like I'm just not comfortable. I'm not like I keep having to mute myself because I got sniffles. It's been like this all day. I've taken 6 Benadryl today.
Jesus.
I don't know if they're expired or not because I haven't gone to sleep either.
I've never
Well,
taken
it's-
Benadryl.
So the way my allergies are set up, like some days are just really bad, like today, where nothing works, and I just have to deal with it. And then some days I'm like, achoo, take a fucking Claritin or a Benadryl, shit's gone. I'm good to go. But days like today are trash because like there's nothing you can do. And I know I sound like such a pussy about it. I never had allergies until I moved to Georgia. I think I'm allergic to the peach state. Which is weird.
Get your
'cause
peaches down in Georgia.
I'm not allergic to peaches.
I ain't allergic to fuck all, man. Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. I'm allergic to some shrimp.
That's it?
Sometimes I eat shrimp at a Mexican restaurant and like I'm like
Oh, like the guy in Mrs. Doubtfire?
yeah.
Whenever I think of somebody with allergies, man, I go straight to James Bond choking on pepper, man.
Yep.
I go straight to Will Smith and Hitch.
Yeah, that's
Oh
it.
yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He's
Fucking
running
Will
around
Smith.
drinking Benadryl out of a fucking straw. Him and Eva Mendes.
Did you see Jada, her stupid fucking post on the Will Smith thing?
I don't give a fuck about Jada Pinkett.
Dude, this woman is the devil, man.
You know what bothers me? Will Smith is Will Smith. He could have done so much better than Jada
So
Pinkett.
much better. Like, don't get me wrong, man. I always thought Jada Pinkett was like a fucking 10.
Oh, especially on Fresh Prince.
No.
I don't know. There
Like
was
a
something about
6.
her that I just fucking really liked.
Menace to
Raina
Society.
says, why does it have to be a
Yeah.
Mexican restaurant? Okay, first off, the only time I'm allergic to shrimp, I go to El Nepal and I get the El Nepal special. It's like brown rice, nacho cheese, shrimp, and chicken. That shrimp I'm allergic to. I don't know. They prepare it some kind of way that makes my allergies flare up.
So it's probably not the
Any other
shrimp.
shrimp I can eat.
It's probably not the shrimp. It's what they season it with.
No, because when I get it without shrimp, I'm fine. It's the shrimp. It's however they cook it.
Or would they cook it in?
Exactly. It's a Mexican restaurant. So shut the fuck up, Raina. Hate to break it to you. Y'all don't know how to fucking cook shrimp.
Goddamn poison.
When I say
shrimp
y'all,
Mexican
I'm
restaurants.
being racist. When I say y'all, I mean Mexicans.
But yeah, Will Smith could have done better, for sure.
Will Smith, they got cussing his raps to sell records.
I do.
So,
So
fuck
fuck
him.
So fuck him. Fuck you too.
But
Think I give a damn about a Grammy?
it's just
Let's
such
see
a
how far we
shame.
can go. Let's see how far we can go. Keep going. What's the next line?
I don't fucking know.
All right, I got a better one. Here we go. We'll play this game. In West Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
On the playground where I spend most of my days.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
Shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
When a couple of guys, they were up to no good.
Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
I got in one little fight. My mom got scared.
Said, you're moving with your auntie and uncle to a town called Bel Air.
Oh, you fucked up.
Ah, did I?
All right, so let's do another one.
So that was the hardest part.
Was it?
It is.
The hardest part is the part that never got played on TV. Like, there's a whole nother verse. that
Yeah, I
nobody knows
know.
about.
Whenever I hear that other verse, I'm like, what fucking universe
Yeah,
is this?
it fucks it up, right? It's like, what is this?
It makes
shit?
me dizzy.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
It's like when you hear a TikTok song on the radio and it's not just the part you heard on TikTok. You're like, what is this shit?
It's like, wait, this is longer than 30 seconds? Like, why is this motherfucker singing right now?
You're like, oh, this song sucks. Yeah.
So I did have a stoner thought,
Oh, nice.
if you want to get into that. And it's one of those stoner thoughts that I really thought about. And maybe it's just true thought.
All right, before you get into it, Ed Meyer never talks on the show, right? Like, we were vibing just now, and Ed Meyer just transitioned like a motherfucker.
Hey, we're quiet. Fuck you.
Apparently, he was fucking sick of the sing along because I had a whole nother song I was about to throw out
Oh,
there.
go ahead. Go ahead. It's fucking
No,
karaoke
fuck it. It's,
Thursday.
it's good. It's good. Ed Meyer's just like, so anyway, I got a stoner thought. Like, ain't nobody doing this bullshit all night.
Well, I was just happy that somebody had a topic because I don't got shit.
I had to say it before I forgot.
Any other time, Ed Meyer just fucking sits there like nodding his head.
Whatever.
Anyway, yeah.
Dude, I bring all the topics all the
Yeah.
time.
He does. He does. He
And the
does.
games.
Yeah.
He does.
But when we're just fucking talking, Ed Meyer just sits there and he's like,
When you talk married shit, like I'm not married. I don't know. Like you guys
been
talk
there?
You talk wrestling. I don't know.
We never talk wrestling on this show.
Rarely.
Rarely.
You guys are like, did you see Becky do a super fucking backflippy thing?
Shut up. You went to Royal Rumble, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Right?
you think I could name
Motherfucker,
half of them?
motherfucker profile pictures with Ric Flair. He kicked Katie Faye off his profile
Yeah.
and put Ric Flair on there, and he's talking shit about wrestling.
Well,
Oh,
a plastic
fuck.
blonde, right? Tit for tats.
Yeah. Drunk blondes that take their clothes off in public. He got a type.
That's my MO.
Go ahead, Admire, what's your topic? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
No.
want to throw that out there. Normally you just fucking chill and go with the flow, and you were like, nah, this is bullshit. We're done with this.
No, go ahead, sing.
Nah, I'm done. Go ahead. What's your transition? Go ahead, Bruce Jenner.
All right, fine. So I was thinking, I've known a lot of people our age recently that have died, over the last couple of years. And it's like, why are people
Way to bring the show down.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down. But I think I got to figure it out. So it seems like a lot of younger people are dying. And I was thinking about all the stuff we do. And what made me think of it was last night. Me and Andre and Mindy and my daughter, we went golfing. And we were out till like 10 o'clock. That's not fucking crazy late, whatever. But back in like even say our parents or grandparents' day, they didn't do all the shit that we did. Like they went to bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
They woke up, went to work, came home, ate dinner, went to bed. So think about how much we are actually living as people by staying up these extra hours. We stay up Zooming, we stay up going to the bars, doing this and that. We're living a lot more life than what our parents or grandparents actually did. is that what's causing people to die younger now, even though we have these medical advances and all kinds of shit like that?
Yeah.
Are we living more life than them though? Because I feel like they weren't blasting all over social media, so we know what the fuck they were doing. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I got left with my grandparents a lot. Well, my mom and my dad were out like partying. I didn't know what they were doing because they weren't fucking tagging themselves at the fucking titty bar on Facebook. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't know about y'all, but you spent a lot of weekends with your grandparents, right or wrong?
I didn't.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think your parents were doing? You think they were just at home playing fucking pinochle?
My parents
No.
were.
They were out getting fucked up.
No. My parents were in bed at like 8:30 on Friday nights.
My parents were a lot too. When I got a little bit older, I started going to the grandparents. But if you think about all the stuff that we have, like right now, if I went to Kansas City, the bars are open till 3 a.m. Were they open till 3 a.m. back in fucking 84?
Yeah, you just didn't know about. You've seen all these movies, Wolf of Wall Street, right? You've seen all these movies where these motherfuckers in the 80s are partying, doing lines of coke off of strippers and shit like that. That shit's not just fictional. That's just what really happened. Yeah, they were out partying until 3 o'clock in the morning. They were doing worse shit than we are.
That
You
was
remember when you remember when you were a kid? Think about when you were a kid versus your daughter right now. When you were a kid, on a Saturday, you would wake up, you fucking do your couple chores. At 9 o'clock, you would leave the fucking house, and your family, nobody in your family, would see you again until the streetlights came on. You were gone all fucking day to do whatever you wanted. Your daughter doesn't do that now. It's the same premise with us as parents versus our parents then. Like, it's just a gradual thing. It's the same fucking thing. We didn't know what they were doing then.
I feel like we have a lot more to do that keeps us up and awake longer, that keeps us busier.
I think we're awake more hours than our parents were.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I am more than my parents, that's for sure. My parents were
Well,
like,
you're
very
weird though.
structured.
Like, you're afraid of sleep.
yeah. That's true. That is true.
But like Top Golf, that's where we were last night. Our parents didn't have fucking Top Golf to go to.
They had bowling nights though. You don't think your family went into fucking bowling alleys at 3 in the morning with them
Not
fucking
3 in
whack
the
ass Al
morning.
Bundy shirts on?
No, man, that shit was done at like 9 o'clock. Dad was in bed by 10.
Motherfuckers smoking cigarettes indoors. Like, your parents partied. They didn't do the little
you know
pussy
what?
ass shit you're doing now.
I think our parents partied. I think they did it earlier. I think in that era, it was still very popular to go to happy hour, to get pissed drunk, and then be in
No.
bed by 9.
You know what they had then? They had house parties, barn parties. You live in the country, your parents were out at a fucking barn. Your parents were out at somebody's barn and could have died in a fucking cornfield one night if the good Lord didn't see to spare their life. Nobody would ever fucking know. Your parents partied way harder than we do now. We're pussies now compared to what they did then. Heroin, crack cocaine,
What?
all that shit.
What
They were
drug
doing-
was that?
They were doing all that shit.
No, they weren't.
Pronounce that drug again,
Free-
Rucker.
Freebasing. They're freebasing. You remember what freebasing was? They were doing all that shit, right?
You was
All you doing-
speedballs.
Yeah. So you've taken a gummy bear edible, you pussy. Yeah, our parents are way better than us. You sitting here eating a Sour Patch Kid getting high. They weren't doing that shit. They were taking needles. And you're talking about that they party like we did. Get the fuck out of here.
It's not just about partying. It's on a night off. What are we doing? We're still laying in bed watching Netflix till 11, midnight, 1 in the morning. They weren't doing that shit. They were getting sleep.
Okay.
No, they were out.
I
They
think
were
I
out
know.
living life.
Okay, but I think I know what Amar is trying to say. There's a certain amount of minutes a human lives outside of sleep. So every waking minute that you live will
It takes it out of
Potentially
your account.
takes out of your account. Like that's the stoner thought behind it, right?
Right.
Yeah. I get it.
This is a stoner thought?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't mean to shit all over it.
But I get it.
I think we're awake more and more just awake doing shit more.
I
I
think we
you
live
just weren't
busier
paying
lives.
attention when you were a child, though.
More
I think you-
distractions.
Your parents they worked a little harder than we do, and they probably partied a little harder than we do. Now, we have electronics and social media and shit like that. They didn't have any of that though. So they were out just fucking living.
Yeah.
They weren't worried about updating my Instagram and how many
They were probably
followers
less
do I have and
stressed.
how many likes. Right. They just fucking came home, dropped you off at the grandparents, went out, your mom probably got banged by 2 guys in one night, one of them being your dad. Nobody gave a fuck, right? Like, yeah, I'll share. You know why? Because I'm not gonna see this motherfucker on Facebook tomorrow talking about how he banged my wife.
Good point. Maybe if it was the 80s, I would do it. Never see that guy again.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong. I think that we live a lot more life than what the older generation did.
I think we are living. Honestly, I think like social media, the connection that everybody has with everybody. Like I feel like all day long I'm connected to the 80 Proof community, my friend chats, my work chats, my work emails. Like I'm connected. So I feel like even every minute that I live, I'm living like that minute in different dimensions. If that makes sense.
But
it does.
But you're living less life. You're living less life.
Yeah, I'm
because
living
you're
less.
doing it-
I'm living
Right.
less experience life for sure. But I think like stress, and I think stress is what's killing everybody. I think we're way more stressed out than we need to be.
I saw a picture on social media the other day. My buddy Clay posted a picture. He posted a picture of his neighbor's house. There were 6 bicycles outside, parked on the street. And he said, some things never change. And I thought, you know how long it's been since I've seen
Yeah.
bicycles? Like, how'd you know where your friends were back in the day? You fucking cruised through the neighborhood. You looked to see where all the fucking bikes are parked,
Yeah.
right? You didn't get a text message. You get a tweet, fucking Instagram live. Like, where my boy Jordan at? And you fucking look on Instagram live. He's like, oh, I'm at Carlos's house. No, you fucking rode down the street and saw whose bike was parked somewhere.
Yeah.
They're actually living life. You're in a group chat. You don't have to go see your friends to do that. You just
know.
fucking send a text message out. You're not living life.
Yeah. No, I
That's
agree
the
with that.
difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. We're not living life anymore. We're fucking everything's right here.
It's scary.
Everything's right here. You know why we're in worse shape now than we ever been? We don't ride bikes anymore.
Fuck bikes.
I want to come hang out with you, Jay. I gotta get on my fucking 10-speed and pedal that some bitch to Quebec.
Yeah.
That's what's gotta happen.
Not allowed in.
But
Not
you know-
allowed in.
But now I just get on Zoom, send you a little fucking invite.
Yeah.
Bam, we're hanging out.
Yeah. it's
Nobody's
wild.
being active anymore. That's why we're dying early. Activity's going down.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? I remember seeing like 20 bikes in someone's driveway, and you knew that fucker had a pool.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for sure.
There's like 50 guys there. But even when I got my license, that's when.
Or
that's-
his mom was really hot.
Yeah. When we first got cell phones, I was like 16 or 17, but text messaging wasn't a thing yet. And you kind of had like pay as you go. You'd buy minutes and shit. So
Call me after 7.
we all knew there was 2 spots. There was 2 spots, and they were each like 20 minutes from each other on either side of the town. And you would just literally drive there, and there'd be like 20 other cars parked there. It was like the bike thing, but once we had cars.
That sounds like us. We used to go to the cruising strip. It's like a 5-mile strip, and you start at one end, you work your way to the other end. You're gonna find them in
Yeah.
a parking lot somewhere.
Exactly. You're like, oh, they're not down here. I'll go to the one at the top. And then even if you're the first one there, you sit there, you fucking roll up a joint. Within 15 minutes, the second car barks, pulls up beside you. He's like, hey, man, you got some weed? You're like, yeah. Start smoking, start chatting. All of a sudden, there's 55 fucking cars there. Oh, man, those are good days. Easy
don't do that
days.
anymore.
Nah, I don't
Can't afford the gas to fucking cruise like that. That's
Shit.
That's why you get on a bike,
why I got
burn
the Grom.
calories, smoke weed.
It was nice. Life was so much easier. Fuck this social media
Yeah.
shit.
It all changed. 9/11. That's when it all changed, I think.
Yeah.
Who knows when it changed, but it definitely changed.
Yeah, it definitely did. It's true, though.
This is-
You're right. Just
It's a throwback Thursday. We should do throwback Thursdays, by the way.
just to send one text in a group chat, and you go back and forth for like maybe 6 or 7 minutes during your day. That would have had to be done in person. You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, on my way home, I'm going to stop by buddy's house. I haven't seen him in forever. Fucking knock on the guy's door, you know?
But back then, you didn't know if he was even going to be home.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
Showed up.
Drive by, you see his
You know
car
how
in the
many
driveway.
girls' houses I just showed up at, like hoping they were home, knock on the door, their parents are there. Like, hey, is Tiffany here? No, she's not here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You go to the next girl. Like, hey, is Sarah here? Yeah, let me go get her. And then you're hanging out with Sarah instead of Tiffany. Tiffany was your first choice, right?
Sarah didn't need to know that though, right?
But now you're texting people and you're like, hey, you at home? You up? Hey, big head.
Question
That kind of shit, right? Age, sex, location, pick, question mark. That's when it changed. AOL. Not 9/11, Admire. AOL changed the game.
The internet changed everything. But it's funny that we're talking about this because today it was like 4:00. I'm laying in my couch on my boxers, scrolling through fucking TikTok, and my doorbell rings.
Mm-hmm.
And over the last couple of days, the neighbor down the street's been coming over and playing with my kids. Well, their
How old
kids.
is he?
Their kids coming over and playing with my kids. But like the doorbell rung, and there was, my kids opened the door, and this girl's like, "You guys want to play in the backyard?" And I was like, "This is so odd. This is so weird that this is happening." But that's what we all used to do. And I was almost like a little bit offended. I was like, "What the fuck? This bitch doesn't call?" Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, pop-ins used to be a thing, man. The pop-in.
Let's bring it back.
That was how you hung out with your friends.
Yeah. It was nice.
We were more active back then. Kids are fucking fat and out of shape now. You know why? Because they're all just sitting at home on their fucking computers hanging out with their friends. Nobody hangs out with anybody. Nobody hangs out with anybody in real life anymore. My kids got friends in Australia. Right? My kid's best friend lives in Australia. Never met the motherfucker before. How's that your best friend? We talk every day. I guess that qualifies as a best friend.
Listen, I had those relationships too. I'm assuming he games with them.
Yeah.
Those are real fucking relationships.
I know. And I'm not shitting on it at all. I'm saying
it's crazy.
That's a difference between when we were growing up and now. Like my kid's best friend, literally, he's never met before, lives in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They talk every fucking day or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Your best friend lived fucking 13 houses down and 2 left-hand turns away.
Yeah.
You had to ride your bike to get there, or you had to walk, which would take twice as long, but you could cut through the back of Mrs. Pendleton's house, right? Because she didn't have a dog. You cut through her fucking neighborhood. They cut 7 minutes off the fucking walk. Next thing you know, you're there a little bit early. And then y'all go looking through the neighborhood for girls. You get in the fucking chat room. Not on Tinder. The fuck is TikTok?
Grinder for Jay.
Yeah,
for me.
None of that
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
You're just fucking out living life.
Mr. Pink Flamingo in the back.
To bring it all back, our parents partied more than we did.
All right, I concede. You win.
Oof, I'm sweating in here. It's hot.
You got a hoodie on.
I know, but fuck, I don't want. I threw it on. I was cold. Now I'm hot. That's it.
Cool. Y'all got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
I'm going to join the gangbang.
Tuesday, I'm not even zooming after this. I gotta go to bed. I'm fucking dead. But Tuesday, we'll be back on our regular shit, and Andrew will be on. We'll have him on. We'll have him come on at 9 and 10.
Sounds good. What a great fucking show tonight for us to not have any topics. I feel like the show went by really. Like I could talk for another hour.
No, I'm done. I'm toast. I slept like
wasn't
2 hours
offering,
last
I
night.
was just saying.
Okay, good.
Yeah. For Admire for J-Bomb, I'm Rucker. This has been episode 18 on Patreon. Sorry. We'll be back on Tuesday. Twitch.tv/80proof-pod. Whoa.
Don't
Is that
double team your
melatonin?
words.
Yeah, bud.
You should have took that after the last break.
I know. I
You'd be
realized
fucking
that.
knocked out right now.
I took 3
How
the
many
first day.
milligrams is that?
10.
10 per serving?
Yeah.
How many is in the serving?
1 gummy.
1 gummy's 10? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah.
I feel like 2 gummies are a serving.
Nope. Hold on. Each gummy contains 10 milligrams.
Oh, wow.
The first time
Yeah.
I took them, I took 3. I couldn't fucking wake up. I find
Yeah, I was going to say, all you need is 1. You don't need 3.
it is helpful, but I think it's quite placebo. But I do have a better sleep on it. I will say that. But I'm definitely groggy in the morning on this shit.
Well, if you take 3 of them, you'll definitely be groggy.
Oh,
the
it was
next
so
day,
fucked
but
up. Yeah.
I feel like if you take 10 milligrams, that's perfect for a full-grown adult. You take 1 gummy. Like I said, if you just took it at 10:30, you'd be ready to go to bed right now and you'd sleep well tonight. So try taking one about 45 minutes before you want to go to sleep and see how that feels.
I'm going to go watch an episode on Netflix and then doze.
No, you can't do that. You need to just go chill. You don't need to be watching anything that's going to
Well, no, I watch
require
reruns.
your attention.
I watch reruns.
Anything that's going to require your attention is going to make you fucking bypass the melatonin.
Reruns. I don't have to focus.
Anyway, admire for J-Bomb. I'm Rucker. This has been episode 18 on Patreon. We'll see you on Twitch on Tuesday. Hold on. Wait. Here we go. Peace.